Hello, my name is Jim Mullaney from Sitek Process Solutions. Today is Monday, November 22nd, 2021. Today I'm doing a video source inspection on a customer's ST-270 complete refurbished system we did for them. This will be posted on our YouTube channel for customers' review, so we don't give their name. However, this PO number is 531188. This system is going internationally to Canada, actually. We ship quite a lot to Canada. This system, the customer sent us for a complete manufacturing is their system, ST-270. Besides the normal rebuild process we talked about, they did a couple upgrades on it for parts. They opted to go changing out the old Humphrey valves to the new SMC solenoid valves. Also, on the DI side, they had a weird valve on here. It was a two-part valve they did. They decided to go with the traditional ACR valves that are with the semi-tool style, make the system truly back to a semi-tool. So I'll talk about how we do our remanufacturing process for our customers and then start the tool. But what I'm going to do is quickly start the tool. We have a process that's 60-second rinse, 90-second dry 1, and 280 dry 2. Since we have about 5 minutes, I'll go and start the process before I start talking about our quality control and so forth. Make sure the cassette's in, wafers are in, hit start. Okay, this will go through the traditional process, which is the rinse, the DI rinse. It'll have a purge that blows the water out of the DI lines into the chamber so it doesn't drip back. It'll go into high RPM dry 1, which is traditional to sling all the water off everything. During dry 1, the N2 heater and the blanket are hot. And then dry 2, it'll be the same process, just elongated at low RPM to allow the centrifugal force, N2 heater, the bowl heaters, and centrifugal force to dry everything. So it's running nicely now. So this customer's actually sent us a few machines. Actually, we're having another system next 2 weeks from now reviewed. It's already built. It's been done for a couple weeks, but more than that, I think. The one we're selling them has to have CSA marking. This system came from them, so we're not CSA marking their own system. But they did purchase a larger 8-inch system from us that is already cleared final test. It's back out in manufacturing, waiting for the CSA inspector to come in about 2 weeks. So when we do a customer's rebuild, it's the same quality standards as our own. So what happens is when a customer comes in, first thing we do is we review the system, we set up and dry test, and find out what's working, what's not working. We have a detailed remanufacturing process the customer gets, and if there's anything out of the scope, like the valve being a non-ACR standard semi-tool valve, it was a Furon 2 valve assembly they made, we contact them and say, under your parts allowance, do you want to go ahead and upgrade that? And they said yes. They already knew they wanted the SMC valves upgraded, so they had that on their line item already, so we didn't have to ask about that. So the system is reviewed. If there's no other charges, we start the rebuild process. We break it all the way down to that base plate. That's it. Everything's torn apart. The bowl goes through our Sitek internal remanufacturing process. It's sent out for electropolish. We have other key parts. We have the N2 heater, a manifold, other parts that go out for electropolishing. Once that happens, when they come back, we start our dry build. The motors are rebuilt, the ACR valves are rebuilt, heater blankets are checked, door windows and stuff are checked if they're broken, have to be replaced. And then we start our dry build. In this case, the customer did not send their poly, so this is their system, how it's going back. But it would look like this in dry build. Once it passes dry build, we have a QC from another engineer to make sure it passes, and our checklist. If it does, it's brought into wet test. It's hooked up to our DI system. Then we can check for the valves not leaking, fittings tight, so forth, making sure there's no drips coming out of the back drain box, etc. And then it goes through approximately 50 process runs. Once it passes that, another engineer comes in, does a quality control checklist, and it passes that. It then would normally be packaged into its system like this. But in this case, again, there's no poly to put on. So it just ran through another 50 runs of cycling by itself. If we fail anywhere during the process, let's say the rotor stabilizer doesn't upright or something happens weird, who knows what it could be, we start the whole quality control run all over again. How much more time's left here? We have about 240 seconds. That'd be 4 minutes. So once that's done, it's sales is notified. As you can see, we're pretty busy in final test. We are the owner of Vertec. We bought that company 2 years ago. So there's a Vertec tool that's done. This is a system that just finished. It's a 5-inch system that's going international. Here is another system that is for this will be for rectangles. It's going international also. We have a custom motor we built. Here's another system that's a 8300. Any given time we have 2 to 3 systems. We do about, I don't know, about 20 a month now, something like that. We've remanufactured over 3,000 systems. We are the #1 leader in spare parts support, controller repairs, and anything SRD related for semi-tool. This customer, because it's an ST unit, did not get upgraded to our state-of-the-art control system because you don't do it on the ST units. They have the traditional 328. So if you go to our website at sitekprocess.com, the first 7 buttons are all the rinser dryers. The first 3 are the tools, the S model, the F model, the traditional ST. You can go on there, pick the model you want, the size you want, the configuration you want, send us an email to get you a quote. The next 3 buttons are the spare parts. Again, S is in Sam, F is in Frank, are the traditional ST. Everything on this system we can replace. We replaced the motor, the ACR valve, the filters, the doors, the door seals, the SMC valves, the rotor stop positioner, the Foxborough resistivity probes if they have those. 328 controller, we have complete controller repairs. In fact, this customer just sent us 3 controllers for repair also. They arrived on Friday, I believe. So we offer 100% spares on this whole complete system. At the end of the process, right now the door's locked. The RSP, called rotor stop positioner, will shoot out. It rolls against the cam assembly, finds a very specific home position, and that'll upright 12 o'clock. Once we get the RPM down to 0, I'll hear the door release, and I'll be able to open it up and check for heat and see if everything's dry. Let's see what we got now. Okay, still 2 minutes. So while we're running here, I'll talk about our other wet processing. We do the Floorware Integris HTC box washers, 8000, 810, 8010, 8020, 8030. We have complete spare parts. We have a lot of spare parts. You go to our website, we are the #1 supplier. In fact, we are, I think, the only supplier left in the world that supplies parts for that machine. It's no longer supported by the OEM. We also do the single wafer mask and wafer scrubbers. That would be your K&S, Ultra T, Ultratech type scrubbers. And those 3 product lines are kind of our wet processing. Rinser dryer is our core, which is a high percentage of all our corporate business. But we also do the metrology tools. We do Prometrics tools, nanometrics tools. We do KLA particle counters. We do lithometry equipment, the Gertner, the Rudolph lithometry. We also do photolithography tools. We do IDI, millipore, cyborg pump repairs. Customers send us pumps all the time around the world. We do pump repairs. You can buy a pump package from us. We sell you the controller, the pump. We do everything we ship, no matter what it is in our company, gets videoed. You buy a pump, it's videoed on there. If you have a metrology tool, a quality control gets videoed. We show that so people know when something leaves our site in a crate, it's in 100% beautiful, perfect working condition. If something happens during travel, we always back our tools, and that's how life is. You take a crate and you bounce it around the world, a fitting might come loose, or you might have, who knows, something come, a tube that comes off. We support our customers 100%. We do Zoom calls, we do team meeting calls. They can go in the fab, we'll review their tool for them. If you buy anything from Sitek, any part, you're a customer for life. You get free support over the phone or over the internet for any troubleshooting you want. We don't charge for that, and we help customers on a daily basis around the world. As people retire and new people come in, they don't understand the tool, we'll give training classes on that. We'll teach you how the controllers work, we'll teach you how motors work, and so forth. Okay, we're winding down here. In the 328, it's a predefined in the software delay. When I said 0 RPM, I should have told you that. And that's built into the software. It's usually about between 20 and 30 seconds. It all depends how slow your rotor is on spinning down because of the weight size. There we go. There's the RSP firing. It's fine. It found it on the cam. Perfect. Okay. I can open the door. First thing I do is feel for heat. Yep, heat's good. Check the wafers. It looked good. Okay. So that concludes this video source inspection for our customer of their refurbished ST-270 spin rinse dryer, upgraded as I discussed. If there's any questions, you can on our website, any product page has a contact us on it, contact sales. You put in a little bit of information. We receive an email. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. You can call us at 916-797-9000 and ask for anyone in the sales organization. Remember, our website is www.sitekprocess.com. That's the easy place to go for everything. If there's any questions, my name is Jim Mullaney. Today again is Monday, November 22nd, 2021. I hope everyone again has a nice Thanksgiving in the United States and a nice Christmas around the world. Thank you.